Well, here's my next project, is to put a new door leading up to the attic. As you can see there, that door looks as if it's out at the bottom and out at the top. Well, it's not the door that's out, it's the frame because of the subsidence on the house. So I've got 15mm difference at the top that side and 24mm difference in the door at that side. So that is going to be quite a challenge to cut a door down to fit. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is cut the new door to the right width, and I've got to take 1 centimetre off it. Let's crack on. Every day's a bonus. So part 2, I've got my door in my workshop, as you can see, and got it on my workbench on my saw table. That is how far the door frame is out at the bottom, 15mm. So I've got to cut the bottom off, nothing this side, 15mm that side. I've got to take 1 centimetre off all the way along this edge, which is a shame because it means I'm going to have to put some new hinges in, but I got this door for nothing, so I'm not too happy, unhappy. Now this is where I have got a slight problem, is this should be 15mm difference from there off that corner, but the door is 5mm short. So I've just measured that edge is about right and come back 10 centimetres, and it'll fit better than it did before. Well, that's the width cut down and sanded. Not a good idea to do it in the kitchen. Cause that much dust, it set all the smoke alarms off. So anyway, sanded that down. I'm now going to lie it down on my new workbench and just take the top and the bottom edges off, and then go and put it up to the frame and see how it fits. Keep your fingers crossed for me. I've measured it 4 times and cut once, and that's sufficient. Every day's a bonus. Well, where are we at? Well, that's the bottom cut off and sanded down, looking good, nice and smooth. I've sanded the whole of this side while I'm at it, and I've cut the top off as well and sanded that down. So let's take it back in, take the old door off, and let's position it in place. And keep your fingers crossed, guys, that I've actually measured and cut and sanded and it fits perfect. What's the chances? Let me know in the comments below if you think I've got to cut twice. I hope not. Every day's a bonus. Well, I've got the door upstairs, got the old door off, put it in position. The bottom is fine. There's still a gap at the top, so I think I might have to put a strip, and I might put the strip either on the door or on the frame. I'm not quite sure yet. But unfortunately, the door is too tight. Up to the hinge there, it's absolutely fine. But then the rest of the way up is too tight. I need to take about 2 or 3mm off the door. What a shame. And I measured that perfectly to allow that. Oh well, it must have been the saw when I cut it. There we go. I'll take it off and I'll give it a plane. Catch you in a bit. Well, when your electric planer doesn't work and you can't get hold of one and you don't fancy going buying a new one because you're a tight git, you have to get out a spoke shave, the old-fashioned way. I just happen to have one of these, so that's what I've done all the way along here. Taken just over 1 mil off, and now I'm going to get my sander out again and give it a damn good sand, starting at very coarse, working up to fine. We'll get there, because every day's a bonus. Well, that's good news. Sanded that down now after planing it down on the edges, and it fits in that doorway pretty good. It's flush at the bottom, i.e. square at the bottom. I've just put those books in there just to leave that at the height that I want it to be. And at the top, there's a little bit of a gap at the left hand side, a bit more than the right hand side, but we're talking of about 2mm, maybe 3mm, 1/8 of an inch. I don't think anybody's going to notice that. So what I've got to do now, I've marked the hinges. So I'm going to take the door off, put the hinges on, fasten it on, and then fortunately it's got that already there. I'll just have to mark it where I need to put the catch on the door frame. Cracking on, every day's a bonus. And here's a handy tip for you. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, you pick any hinges up, put them all together, put them in a box, because you never know when they're going to come in handy. So these are the hinges that came off that door. They must have been on for 50, 60 years. And these are some hinges I've found that came off a door from somewhere. And they are exactly the same size. So I'm going to put some new hinges on, and every day is going to be a bonus. Let's crack on. Well, that's got the hinges on. Lovely. I'm amazed at that. Looks nice at the bottom. I know there's a gap at the top, but I explained that earlier with the length of the door. And the gap down the side there is lovely. It swings open lovely. Just got to put this catch in now. It's already pre-drilled because it had a previous catch on. And then put a catch on the wall. Unfortunately, this one here is a bit too low, so I'll just leave that there as it is for the moment, and I'll fill it at a later stage. So yeah, dead chuffed at that. And all I have to do is just finishing quick sand down and put some wax on it. Every day's a bonus. Nearly there on the new catch. Let's just tidy it up a little bit. Well, that sorted that out. That's better than it was, isn't it? At least the gap is pretty equal at the top. The gap at the bottom is much better. That's straight now. Really chuffed with that. I've got the latch on. I've got the mechanism in. Everything's all good. One small problem. I can't put that handle back on there, can I? I know it's going to match all the others, but I've either got to clean that up or go and get some new handles. I think I'm going to get a new handle, because you can't put a new door up and not have a new handle, can you? Come on, guys. Give me a pat on the back. Every day's a bonus. So, a quick update on the attic door. So the handle's on. My wife very kindly got all the paint off that and cleaned it all up for me, which was a nice surprise. I've given it a good coat of bry wax. It's the first coat, and it really sucked it in, as you could imagine. I'm giving it a light polish, but it'll want some more over the next few days. The handle is great. Just need to put a bit of paint around that catch there, which is no problem. But just to show you how lovely this door shuts. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Really happy at that. Another project, 99% finished. We're going to find some paint to match now. Every day's a bonus.